Help me to stay competitive against the big multinational corporations by subscribing to this channel, hitting the notification bell, liking the video, and maybe leaving a comment in the comment sections below. Thank you very much and enjoy the video. Good evening, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hodcast. Okay, I've got some more footage from Greece for you. This is my third footage from Greece, video from Greece, and every video that I go through from Greece, from my first one to my second one to now this one, the situation in Greece and on the Turkish border gets steadily worse. Now I'm going to keep the talking to a minimum, as I know you guys prefer to watch the footage because you're intelligent enough to make your own minds up. However, I will be giving some analysis as time goes on. However, what I would ask is try and watch to the end, because there's a lot of footage I need you to see so you can get an accurate depiction of what's going on. Because I'm going to show you some mainstream media footage, and then I'm going to show you some footage on the ground, and you're going to be able to see exactly why they, in the mainstream media, are trying to hide what's going on. And you're also going to see why the Greek people themselves are reacting in the way that they are. So, that being said, we'll jump straight into it and enjoy the video. Here we go.
Μην ανησυχείτε, ο στρατός είναι εδώ, εμείς είμαστε εδώ. Να μην ανησυχεί κανένας. Όλοι οι πολίτες της Ελλάδος και της Ορεσιάδος ενωμένοι.
So what you just saw there in the first clip was Greek military infantrymen and assorted other infantry military regiments arriving at the border. That was the first short clip. Then the second one you saw was the emergency services, border officials and the military being targeted by refugees or alleged refugees who are essentially a fighting force. If you look at the way they behaved, you can see that they are a fighting force. They are taking cover. They are essentially firing back, returning fire. They are chanting. They're giving the traditional ISIS or jihadi war chant of Allah Akbar. They are very hyped up. They're very determined. They know what they want. They're trying to destroy. They have an objective, okay? Or you could even call it a military objective, which is to penetrate the border of Greece. And you saw that clearly yourself. Now, the footage you saw was, of course, taken on the ground, and it's been collated largely by people who are putting themselves at grave risk. Now, we know Antifa are embedded with these alleged refugees, and they are also taking part in this. That's another thing I want to tell you. I myself was threatened yesterday by Antifa. They told me that Antifa are waiting for me in Greece. I blocked the people. I should have, had I have known I was going to be making another video on Greece, I should have actually collated the screenshots of what they said, but I just blocked them because I learned a long time ago, Antifa are not the type of people you can debate with. They're not up for debate. They are just mindless drones there to attack you. So anyway, let's move on. I just wanted to show you that the footage that you saw there was the true nature of the people that are trying to get into Greece, and this is exactly why the Greek locals are reacting in the way that they are. And now you're going to see the way the Greek locals are reacting, and now maybe you'll understand why they are reacting in this way. Okay, here we go.
Εθνοφύλακες και ομάδες κατοίκων του Εύρου συνδράμουν τις δυνάμεις του στρατού και της αστυνομίας στις πιο δύσβατες περιοχές στο Δέλτα. Κτηνοτρόφοι, αγρότες και εθνοφύλακες βγαίνουν σε περιπολίες αργά το βράδυ ως τα ξημερώματα της επόμενης μέρας. Αγρότες με τρακτέρ και αναμένους προβολή στοχεύουν όπου παρατηρείται κίνηση. Μετά επεμβαίνουν ένοπλες ομάδες πολιτών που σαρώνουν την περιοχή με οχήματα.
Είναι πολύ το νου σας.
Οι εικόνες τραβήχθηκαν με την κάμερα κινητού τηλεφώνου τα ξημερώματα της Τρίτης. Μια μικρή ομάδα ανδρών αντιλαμβάνονται ύποπτες κινήσεις μέσα στα χωράφια. Μαζί λοιπόν με αυτή την ομάδα των κατοίκων του Εύρου είναι και ένας εθνοφύλακας με τυφέκιο G3A3.
Hands up!
Οι υπόλοιποι κρατούν στα χέρια τους κυνηγητικές καραμπίνες. Μόλις εντοπίζουν τους μετανάστες, τους φωνάζουν να σηκώσουν τα χέρια ψηλά, κινητοποιώντας τους στο έδαφος. Hands up, φωνάζει ένας άλλος εθνοφύλακας προς τη μεριά των μεταναστών και εκείνοι υπακούουν αμέσως πέφτοντας στο έδαφος. Λίγα λεπτά μετά κάνει την εμφάνισή του ένα όχημα του στρατού για να τους μεταφέρει στα κέντρα κράτησης.
Να φύγει από εδώ. Φύγει από εδώ.
Κανονική πια γίνεται. Πίσω.
Okay, so what you just saw there was Greek locals who had basically formed themselves into a militia group of sorts who were rounding up people who had got through, and what they were doing with them after, I don't know. I should imagine they were turning them over to the authorities, which at this stage are the official Greek military, who have arrived on the scene because it is that serious. And also, just across the border in Turkey, the Turkish border are also there, but we'll get onto that in a moment. Now, you saw also, and I'm not condoning this isn't something I think's good. It doesn't add to it doesn't resolve anything, but you saw Greek locals from Lesbos actually attacking one alleged refugee, but then at the end you saw something get thrown into the water. Now that was actually the man's smartphone, a top of the range smartphone, and this is something that's been a bit of a bone of contention with a lot of people in Europe, which is, if these people are really the poor refugees that they claim they are and that the leftist NGOs claim they are, then why are they so well dressed? Why are they so healthy? They're clearly well fed, and why do they all have better smartphones than I do?
Tamam yolla. Yunanistan'da. Bir attım onu orada kafasına vurdu. Yolla. Orada da var. Geliyor.
Okay, so what you saw there was an escalation in tensions. You saw, I know it was only a short clip, but that was a Turkish military ship or a Coast Guard ship charging a Greek Coast Guard ship, which is a dramatic escalation in the situation. And also you saw what is alleged to be a migrant or alleged refugee who was actually shot. I'm not sure whether he was shot dead or if he was shot and injured, but he was apparently shot by Greek military officials. As you saw, the Greek army are now present on the border, and apparently he was shot. But I'd like to point out that, but that was BBC footage. So you're seeing mainstream media footage, and you're hearing news reports of migrants shot, Greek heavy-handedness, etc., etc. But I'm sure you can remember the footage of the basically attacking and storming of the Greek border.
لسه يضربون حجر. شوفوا شو صار. شوفوا صار. شوفوا خلاص ما عاد يحسنون يشوفون الكلاب. الله اكبر. تكبير. الله اكبر. شوفوا ايش صار. حرقوهم. حرقوهم. ايوه هاتها. يلا افتحوا الباب. الله اكبر. يضربون حجرة تنسلف عليهم 1000 حجرة.
Us in the West are seeing this on mainstream media. The people who actually live in Greece and have to go through this on a daily basis, people who were born and raised in Greece, who have families, who have children to worry about, they see this. One of the founding definitions of a free society is to be able to freely express yourself and to express displeasure in the way your society is being run. One of the founding stones of democracy is that you should, at least in theory, be able to vote out a group of people who have a set of ideas that you simply don't agree with. However, we found time and time again in the Western Hemisphere that the mainstay political parties of whichever country you care to think of are cut from the same cloth. They are singing from the same hymn sheet. They are on the same page. No matter who you seem to vote for, you only ever seem to get the same thing. Although, of course, before the election, you'll get a bunch of failed, hollow promises that sound good on paper but never actually come to anything at all. And that's exactly why with the election of Donald Trump, with the referendum of Brexit in Great Britain, with the ever increasing percentage of the share that Marine Le Pen gets in France, with Golden Dawn in, of course, Greece, this represents a sound rejection of the globalist ideals. And of course, the people who are voting for this, primarily working class, native born Europeans who have been called every name you can think of and have been smeared left, right and centre in the mainstream media and the ivory towers, and the people in the alt media such as us. The level of fake news and smearing and lies that get told about us to muddy our character doesn't even bear thinking about. I've been put through the mill for my opinions. However, I still believe in the founding principles of a free society. I still believe that I have the right to express myself. There are quite a large number of people in very high positions who, of course, do not believe that. When it comes to Greece, the locals in Greece, the people who live there, the people who love Greece, the people who, for Greece is a home, have soundly rejected what is happening. They live it, they see it. They see that these people are, I'm afraid to say, they have all the qualities of an invading army. That is essentially the way they are behaving. If you are a refugee, then behave like a refugee. If you are a rampaging militiaman, then behave like a rampaging militiaman. However, the fact of the matter remains, what they are seeing there in their own country and what we are seeing here in the West, thanks to the mainstream media like good old BBC, are two completely different things. And the false image of what is happening, or the one-sidedness of the mainstream media, the likes of BBC, CNN and Sky News, is not doing anything at all to heal the divide between the two camps. And I'm afraid to say it doesn't look like anything is going to get better any soon. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I apologise if I've talked a bit too much again. Thank you to everyone who has sent me footage. A big thank you to Dawkins, who has been collating a lot of the footage. And I'll see you again in the next episode. Thank you for watching. By all means, please share this video to help me stay competitive with the likes of the fake news mainstream media. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.